For final major project, I have chosen the title Tulle Trouble. I'll be designing and constructing garments to be worn by performers in a ballet production, and in specifically for Jeff Cox and Top Model, who are our client for this project. Therefore, I'll be linking to the word of performance. I'll be researching into the history of ballet as well as the history of the costumes which are worn. I'll be designing a collection of 3 garments, one of which will be a pancake tutu, one women's wear dress and one men's wear garment, which will consist of a stretch jacket. Within this, I will need to keep reminding myself that the models will hold their number in their right hand. Therefore, this needs to be visible, as well as each garment needing to be movable to link to both ballet and the modelling competition. The research I undertake will link to AC1 as I investigate and critically analyse the information gathered. I have chosen to base my garments on the Brothers Grimm tales, which were collected from the village as folk tales and made into stories which have had many adaptations since, including many by Disney. The Grimm's tales are gory stories which at first were advised to not be published due to them involving death, however represent the life morals and how each character develops as the story goes on. I have specifically chosen Snow White as my tale due to there being 3 main characters which would have had different morals and personality traits. This would allow each of my garments to be different and resemble the characters' characteristics. Below are my chosen characters and what they represent. Snow White is a very kind yet naive character, which she realises is her ultimate downfall after almost being killed 3 times by the evil queen. The evil queen represents jealousy and envy as she continues to compare herself to Snow White throughout the tale, leading her to disguise and murder Snow White. The prince shows true love and determination as his love for Snow White is what eventually saves her and the story. To gather my research and link to AC1, I will be using resources such as books, websites and videos, as this will allow me to gather a wide range of information linking to my topic. I will also be looking into the history of ballet as well as how tutus are constructed in order to widen my range of knowledge and understanding throughout this assignment. This research will then be written up into my research file so that it is all compiled together. Alongside this, I will be researching into techniques I choose to experiment with, as well as artists such as Alexander McQueen, Dolce & Gabbana, Jean-Paul Gaultier and Rodin, as these artists have all created collections which were based on the Brothers Grimm tales. In order to gather primary research, I will be visiting the Victoria and Albert Museum to look at the Reimagining Musicals exhibition. I will also be visiting Anna the tutu maker, who designs and constructs for the Royal Opera House, where I will learn how to construct tutus and the main aspects and features involved in them. Finally, I'll be attending London Bridal Fashion Week, where I'll be able to see various fabric manipulation and embellishment techniques used within the industry I am hoping to go into after attending university. When designing and sampling my garments, I'll be focusing on fabric manipulation techniques as well as embellishment techniques, as these are the aspects which in my opinion can make a garment show-stopping and out of the ordinary. This will link to AC2 and 3 as I will develop my samples each time, ensuring they progress to become as successful as possible for my garment. Alongside these techniques, I will also be experimenting with tulle, velvet, embellished fabrics and stretch, as these are the main fabrics I wish to pursue within my designs, as they are commonly seen throughout ballet costumes, due to them allowing movement and flexibility, which are the main features within dancewear. For my tutu, I intend to base it on the evil queen, and therefore I will use layers of dark fabrics to resemble her evil nature. All these samples will be written up throughout the assignment and will develop linking to AC3. Finally, I will be constantly annotating and evaluating my work as it is produced, answering why I have produced it, was it successful, and what I would do to improve. This will allow my project to constantly develop throughout. I will also be participating in a group critique every Thursday morning, where I will be able to get feedback on what I have achieved so far, as well as ensuring I keep producing as much work as I can each week. This will help me to achieve my AC4 and 5. At the end of my project, I will be creating an evaluation of the whole project, as well as analysing each of my garments to ensure I reflect on my work and know what I need to do next time. I'll be continually updating my blog and Instagram along the way to present my progress and current successes and concerns. Lastly, I will also be achieving AC4 through the fashion show which we are holding. This will represent our teamwork and time management as we plan and execute our ideas into a fashion show for people to watch. We'll be gaining feedback from this by asking members who attended their thoughts, as well as seeing how much money we raised for our chosen charity, as this will determine how successful our catwalk show was. Lastly, here is the time plan I produced to keep myself on track.